in regards to L&D professionals, your job is going to change. There is no doubt about it. Having experienced working with these applications, working with ChatGPT or Anthropic Claude, the way that you go about doing your work is inherently going to change. But at the end of the day, our job is to align the business to human performance, measurable human performance. It's just going to show up different. I love working in a timeline. I love Camtasia, video editing tools, Storyline, Captivate, but I believe you need to be okay with not doing that work as we progress, or other forms of content creation that will be done by a different tool, or expedited, or even automated. Again, I don't have a timeline for when all of that shows up, but based upon the paths that we are headed on here, it seems to me that we will be doing more orchestration of learning journeys and measuring, as opposed to creating the content itself. And that gives us so many different opportunities to support the organizations that we work for.
One of the themes I take away from that is that you're still focusing on the human at the center of this work, and then you're augmenting that human with all these new capabilities where, yes, you may have needed a specialist to come in and do that, or it may have required tweaking, maybe a lot of time. But at the end of the day, you've got to balance this big efficiency and productivity push with what actually makes up organizations, which is the talent, the human talent that drives the strategy and delivers value.
I think for as long as humans have been in front of other humans trying to transfer knowledge, skills, and even modify behaviors, we have always been subject to evaluating the technology and how we can apply that technology to getting to our goal, to getting to our end goal. Sometimes we never get to that goal. And it just happens that we are in a phase right now where the technology is massively accelerated at scale. And as knowledge workers, that can be scary, because we have, with the internet, it's taken quite some time, at least for me personally, to have a 1 gigabit connection in my house, right? And so now that shows up different. There's different things I can do with that. But you and I both know that technology fails, and that you have to have a human in the loop, a human backup, or a human that is going to review any content or any work that is produced automatically. So again, it's a maturation of the role, and I see it going towards becoming a business or a human performance analyst. It's very different. Like, a human performance analyst is going to orchestrate learning journeys that are automated by AI based upon things that are occurring in the business. If there's an increase in safety incidents, if sales are down, if we have to sell a new product, we'll orchestrate that, verifying, hey, based upon the personalization or learning paths or the media that's created, did it work? And if not, you may have to go back to the AI and have a conversation and say, hey, you missed a segment of that population. They didn't take the training, or whatever the case may be. Again, there's always human in the loop.